regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Powell. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Off play action. It's Howell. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first down throw for Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw once more on second and 10. Prescott, and his throw here's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well. Allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And out across midfield, down to the 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Up the middle they go. Cottrell. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Howell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now try to pick it up on 3rd. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. There's a nice move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Prescott on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Pollard going to try the right side. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this one is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Powell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, Howell to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Howell. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Howell looking to throw again. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Howell, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Sly able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to... on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there.
and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Howell. He's going to go up top again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A run by Pierce begins the second half. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run left with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. Go, get out there. Hey,
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll get this up to about the 40. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Prescott. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 41, Powell. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll go play action. Powell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Past the 20. Foul. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Faking the handoff. Howell. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now Howell. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far.
We're going to 53. Hey, kill. Here we go, 46. We're going to 54, right here.
1st down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Hey, kill.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. 3rd and long, here's Howell. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Oh, a good move at the 5. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Marr on for the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So the kick goes through, and then the penalty, that will add some yardage to the upcoming kickoff.
And now you got a choice about how you want to proceed, because on the kickoff with the additional yardage, you may want to game plan it and just boot it high and make the kicking team return and try and pin them in deep. Or you just go ahead and boot it through the opposite uprights and take the guaranteed touchback.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first down, Howell. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging.
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Off play action. It's Howell. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Everyone, kill! Everyone, 47!
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now here's Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And now, well, boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what is.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly